Coming up in court today on Eye for an Eye.
Let me ask you something. Are you paying taxes in your house?
No, sir.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
and
well,
what,
there you go.
Has the government got an action against you?
No, sir.
In the court system, justice is not always just. That's why they bring their disputes here. Real people, real problems, real revenge. Justice is Eye for an Eye.
I love these people. It's me. Hi, I'm Cato Kalin, and today on Eye for an Eye, we have a taxing case that is long past due. The plaintiffs are suing over an eviction that is the direct result of the defendant's unique conviction. The defendant contends that his advice was sound, and it's not his fault. They were kicked off their grounds.
We're bringing this case today because we know we're right. It's the right thing to do, and we don't want anything like this to happen to anybody else.
I have ample evidence on my side, and I'm going to present that evidence in court. The judge, I'm certain, will understand.
This is the case of taxation with bad representation. And at the end of the day, who's going to have to pay? Only Extreme Akim can decide. Let's watch! All rise!
All right, got the Clayton family of 8. Is there 8 or is there a dozen? How many you got? How many kids you got?
Your Honor.
8.
You're
How many? 8?
8, Your Honor.
Okay, and you're bringing this case against Christopher Campbell, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, is this your whole family back there?
That's my entire family.
Okay, why don't you stand up and tell me your names and how old you are?
Heather, and I'm 15 years old.
Marie, I'm 16.
Zach, and I'm 12. And I'm 9.
I'm the mother-in-law. I'm 54.
And who's that back over there?
That's my.
I'm Corey, and I'm 17.
All right, and how many children do you have?
4 total.
4 children. Okay, so we got 8 family members and 4 children. Tell me why we're here. I've read the complaint, but I want to hear from you.
Well, Your Honor, Mr. Campbell and I worked together in a warehouse. He was a supervisor there, and we kind of became friends, so to speak, working together. I drive a forklift. Occasionally on lunch break, we would sit and hang out together and talk about things, and he knows that I have a large family. He goes, I think I know something that might help you out, and how you can save money on your home by not paying property taxes. And I'm like, oh, give me a break. There's no way. That can't be. I was completely skeptical at first.
Yeah.
And he's a member, he told me, of the Liberty and Justice Society. And he
Liberty
explained...
and Justice Society, what's that?
I know. That's right.
What is the Liberty and
Yeah,
Justice
really.
Society?
Your Honor, I'm sure
Yes.
you're aware the Liberty and Justice Society allows
Why would I be aware? I've never heard of it.
a legal scholar of your
Yes,
standing
yes,
to certainly be aware of the Liberty
Yes.
and what it allows law-abiding citizens like me to do.
What does it allow you to do?
It allows me not to pay property taxes illegally.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, tell
Well,
me a little bit
unfortunately
more.
for me,
God.
that was not the case. Again, being extremely skeptical, at first I wasn't going to go along with it. But he convinced me that if I claim my home as a sovereign nation...
A sovereign nation?
That's right.
Yeah,
It's absolutely... I mean,
Yeah.
you can...
How could they declare their house as a sovereign nation?
Again, Your Honor, as you're aware, the 1938 Heiser Fund allows for the establishment of a sovereign nation
Oh, that's
on
a bunch of
legally
bunk. That
homesteaded
is a bunch
property.
of bunk. That is a bunch of bunk.
Yes, the guy's a
I'll get back-
Pleases the court.
total
I have
freak.
legal briefs and
He's a
documentation
freak,
to
Rod.
support.
I'll
the
get back to you.
Heiser
I'll get back to you in a minute. Let me
1938.
hear what else happened.
a loser.
Well, he convinced me to indeed file my home or claim it as a sovereign nation and that I would not have to pay my taxes on my home.
And what kind of home did you have?
It was somewhat of a plantation that has been in the family for 3 generations, actually.
Okay, and what happened when you didn't pay your taxes?
Well, we didn't pay our taxes, and we received letters in the mail saying that you're going to get in trouble for this. I consulted with this gentleman over here who said, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Let me get back with you, and I will guide you through this.
And then what happened?
Well, unfortunately, it was my daughter's birthday, and we were having a big crawfish boil, fish fry, and here come the authorities, and they served us with this eviction notice, which I would like to...
So they took your house?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
in
They
front of
You
absolutely-
lost your house?
We lost our house.
Yes.
Hand that big Sugar Ray.
in front of everyone.
All my
Front of-
friends.
So, did you pay this man money?
No, we did not.
Okay, you just consulted with them?
Yes.
Now, what authority you got to be giving these people advice like that? The people lost their house. Look at this family. How can you even stand to look at them with a clear conscience?
Yeah.
Your Honor, for accuracy, let's clarify that the defendant, or the plaintiff rather, and I were never friends. He did, in fact, work for me in the warehouse.
Bull. He's been
is
to
not
our
a word
house.
that
Okay, you
I
come
would
on in the
use
case.
operatively.
We've had him as
fact,
guest. How many
in
times?
fact,
You
if it
lying,
pleases
you
the court,
lying, you
I
lying,
witnessed
you
the plaintiff
lying,
on
you
several
lying,
occasions
you lying,
smoking
your mouth is
outside the break area.
Coming up next.
I live in a land called Cambodia. I am the Prime Minister. I do not pay income. I do not pay
Oh my God.
now.
Maybe you should go back to Cambodia, wherever you talked about.
And when we're done,
You're watching Eye for an Eye.
Did you pay this man money?
No, we did not.
Okay, you just consulted with them?
Yes.
Now, what authority you got to be giving these people advice like that? The people lost their house. Look at this family. How can you even stand to look at them with a clear conscience?
I witnessed the plaintiff on several occasions smoking outside the break area. And we cannot be sure that what he was smoking was legal. So,
Has the government got an action against you?
I live in a land called Cambodia. I am the Prime Minister. I do not pay income. I do not pay state taxes.
Maybe you should go back to Cambodia, wherever you talked about.
And when we're done with him wasting your Honor's valuable time, that's
He ain't
exactly
wasting my
what I
time.
will
This
do.
poor man lost his
no.
house.
No,
I'm
you
willing to
didn't.
hear
His
it.
own doing, Your Honor.
Well, let me ask you something. Roads, highways, jails, police officers, water, sewage. You expect all these people to pay all those taxes for you to use all that stuff?
No, sir. There's been taxes collected, legal taxes, and the Heiser Fund provides that. You and I both know what none of the people here know is the Heiser Fund exceeds $100 trillion, would wipe out our debt, would wipe out the requirement for personal income tax, state income tax, and other government
That's
taxes.
a bunch of bunk. This is the law right here. Not your mouth.
Please.
These
Our government was established to protect and defend democracy.
Let me ask you something. How many other people have you given this advice to?
Several.
Several.
Well, of course.
And have other people lost their house?
No, sir.
Not yet.
How long have you been
Not
giving
yet.
this advice?
4 years.
4 years.
Yes, sir.
And you're testifying under oath with the judge with the bat that nobody else has lost their house?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I'll check into that too.
Like again, what's the-
what all's
yeah.
in? Give me all everything
Give him
you're
time.
Give me all that junk. That's your law? Just hand it all over.
Our horses
All right.
are gone, you know, our land,
It
everything.
took everything.
Okay, let me hear from some of the other family members.
We're in a
Everything.
Come on in the
two-bedroom,
cage.
all of us in a two-bedroom apartment.
Anybody that wants to talk, come on in the cage.
I was planning since I was 2 years old to be married underneath the big oak trees in the yard.
Doesn't this bother you at all?
It bothers me that a human being who seems to be of average intelligence didn't follow common guidelines that have saved millions and millions of dollars in illegal property.
The guidelines you told was don't pay the taxes.
I
Don't worry
explicitly
about
followed
it. Don't,
every detail
when
that
they
he
got
said.
notified, don't pay it.
Just you made
Is that
up.
the
Listen to
guidelines you're
every
talking
word
about?
for word.
Following details prevents illegal taxes. They did not follow
out
details.
vital
In fact, he did not establish new property. Insisted on staying in their old
that's a
property,
bunch of
their
bull.
Confederate property, their dead chicken property, and they cannot establish existing U.S. property. The rules are made very clear. They failed to follow them, and they are now paying for the consequence.
Let me ask you, what education do you have to be given tax advice? What you got any certificates? You got an accounting degree? You got any
You
degree?
go to Harvard?
No, sir.
Oh.
Go to Harvard University?
And you thinking
No,
of
he
putting
went to
yourself just to
swindle
start
school.
getting...
No, sir, but not going to Harvard hasn't put me on this side and you on that side.
And what did he tell you?
It's a
So
matter
I don't know
of
what
time.
school you went to, but apparently the
all right.
skipped out
You're
on.
behind bars.
Yeah.
Real ones.
What did
No,
he
I
tell
can't
you his
wait.
authority was? What did he tell you that his experience was?
Exactly. He based it on his experience. He said, I can save you a lot of money. You have a big family, and I can show you how to legally save money and put it back.
And did he tell you had a
He
business
saw. I
for
mean,
it, or
his
did he
house
tell you?
wasn't
What did he
taken
tell you?
away.
He did not, but we became, like I said, generally we were friends. I mean, when you work with people, generally you become friends with them. And Again, I was skeptical, but he's such a good. I mean, look at him. Look how he presents himself now. He's very opinionated, and this carried over.
Again, Your Honor, we were never friends, and the advice was given just to get him off my back. Still, it was sound advice. The same advice I have given friends who are saving tens of thousands a year.
You still plan on giving the same advice. Don't pay your taxes. You still plan on telling people, don't pay your taxes.
There are means to get around paying illegal property taxes, and that's what we're talking about.
Well, I'll be back. I know the law. This is the law, and I'll be back with my decision in a minute. Thank you.
I know I'm not the only one. I hate doing my taxes. I always have trouble with that one box that says occupation.
Tenant?
Okay, so.
Well, I have a couple questions.
Couple questions.
First, to you, I'm sorry for your loss, but wow, what were you thinking? Did you not consult somebody else about this and find out and verify what he was saying?
Yeah, that's a fair question. Yeah, I mean, he's a friend of mine. He convinced me. He has many friends who are lawyers.
Well, I mean, he's been doing this for years, and his home wasn't taken.
Exactly, and you're seeing a side of him that I never saw. I mean, he's a monster. And when we worked together, I never saw that.
And my question to you is, does Campbellonia have a Department of Defense?
Yes.
Well,
I have a big fence and 3 dogs.
We all declare war on Campbellonia.
Yeah!
Come on. Did not get there today. You're welcome to stop by.
When we take it, we're going to make you pay taxes, and then we're going to make you buy their home back.
I've got a question. If there's a fire someday in Campbellonia, what fire department do you call? And after the house burns down, what insurance company writes coverage on a house with no fire department?
Good question. There you go.
As an answer for that?
As with any endeavor of this nature, there are risks and rewards. The rewards that I get allow me to take advantage of opportunities that would allay those risks if they show up.
You know what? I can't wait to see the ruling in this, and I'm sure no one else can. So we're going to wait for Judge Extreme Akim to come out and make a decision right now.
Coming up next.
Honey, I can't set a precedent where people can sue their friends for giving bad tax advice. But your arrogance and your lack of heart for these people and the fact that you're doing it to others really just shocks me.
You're watching Eye for an Eye.
I mean, after hearing this, do you plan on going out tomorrow and advising more people not to pay the property taxes?
Those that will follow simple instructions will benefit from the guidance we give them, Your Honor.
Doesn't this bother you at all?
All rise!
This case really touches me. I feel for you and your family. Sir, you can't give advice to people illegally to break the law and expect to get away with it. But in this case, you lost your house because you didn't pay property taxes. You took advice from a friend or co-employee. That's different than taking advice from an accountant, lawyer, or tax advisor. So I can't award you any money. I can't set a precedent where people can sue their friends for giving bad tax advice or their co-employee for giving bad tax advice. But your arrogance and your lack of heart for these people and the fact that you're doing it to others really just shocks me. So what I'm going to order in this case is that your house is going to be boarded up. It's going to be locked up. And you're going to be rendered homeless until you have a change of heart, till you understand what these people went through when they lost their house. So maybe this will never happen to anyone else. So you are going to be homeless for a period of time. That's justice.
Yes!
Hi, it's me, Cato Kalin. Here I stand in America where it's 75 degrees. Now I'm in Campbellonia where it's 75 degrees, and I don't even need a passport. Remember Chris Campbell? Campbellonia? Well, yesterday, Chris missed his sentencing where he was supposed to live as a homeless person. So Big Sugar Ray and I thought, why don't we show up in Campbellonia, with the signed order from the judge. Chris committed contempt of court. So let's check if he's home. Come on, Big Sugar Ray.
Come on out of there.
Nothing in this sovereign state.
Listen, hey, Chris, let's do this friendly, okay?
I'm asking you to leave before I'm forced.
It's gonna be bad news.
You're forced to what?
To put you out of my country.
Gonna put you out of the United States.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a threat. All right, your last chance. You're gonna open up or not?
This is your last warning.
All right.
Bye.
We will be back, and you won't like it.
He's counting. Where's
Yeah.
counting?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Good riddance.
Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. This is great. This is great. Here. Hey guys, Cato and Big Sugar Ray. This guy, he was sentenced to up here, and we were knocking on the door, and he's giving us threats. And he says this, you're standing in Campbellonia. He says it's his own country here.
Oh, yeah, we've been to this one.
Oh, you've been here before? Oh, okay.
Yeah, a couple of times. Well, you want to go up there? You are handling this, and we'll back you up on it. Just tell me what you want me to do on it.
All righty.
Yeah, we may have to keep doing it. All righty.
Rough carrots.
Okay, I've had just about enough of this. And I warn you that if you ever can get your hands off me, I'm the Prime Minister of the sovereign country. You are in violation of international law.
I done told you. I tell you I was gonna bring
Get
it
off of me.
Chris, you should have
Get
showed
off of
up.
mine.
You should have showed up on your
This
sentencing.
is a violation
No
of
violation.
international law.
All right, get it.
I heard the last of me, bud.
Yeah, so straighten up there. Let's go. Yep.
Hey, man.
Yeah, get off. This is sovereign land. Get off. Come on. Hey, you're real tough with a bunch of people around, aren't you?
Watch your head.
Yes, sir.
Sir, calm down a little bit and let me explain something to you, okay? If you'll comply with this order right here and go be homeless, then we can maybe work this out. You want to comply?
Officer.
Yes, sir.
That law does not apply in my
Okay, it doesn't really matter. You either comply or you don't.
If you don't comply, we'll just take you to jail.
We're going to take you to jail if you don't comply. We got a lot of time for people to spend in jail. We don't have anything else to do. Just let you sit down there and sit down.
A lot of empty cells down there.
Yes, sir? So you going to comply?
Respect for you.
Okay. He says he'll comply.
You will do it?
He said
All right.
I have your assurance. This harassment stops.
Yeah, you comply, you're going to be homeless. You just live as a homeless man. See what it's like. Okay, can you release him to us then?
Yeah, where y'all want him to take?
Wait till he sees his new digs.
Oh,
His new pad.
His new. Oh, he got a new crib. Yeah, he got.
Oh, it's a crib, all right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's a crib. I think we got him a little escort coming up here.
Oh, where'd he come?
How's it going so far, Mr. Campbell? Oh, you can't. Going all right? Get those of them. Follow me then. Come on over here. Tell you what, we've got a new Campbellonia for you. It's where you'll be staying. This is where it's going to be. How it's going to be like homeless. Hey, at least you got a covering on top. And don't think about going to your old place. We boarded that up. Old Campbellonia is no more. It's new Campbellonia. Hop on in. You're going to be in there until you apologize to the plaintiff. You think you'll be ready to apologize soon?
What do you think?
Not going to apologize yet.
No blanket then.
Today, justice was a cardboard box. Until next time, I'm Cato Kalin, an eye for an eye. We'll see you then. Good night.
Living on the street is far more difficult than I or anyone, I think, could ever imagine. It's hard. It's really, really hard on the streets.
Go away from my fucking car, man. No, I don't want it.
I was forced to get lunch in a shelter to eat.
We made it to the Stew Pot. We're a homeless day shelter in downtown Dallas. You're welcome to have lunch here. We serve lunch to about 500 people every day.
The scariest thing about being on the street is being on the streets alone. Sleeping under a bridge